Here we go. Given the graphs below, find each of the following. Here's the graph of f, clearly an absolute value function. And here is the graph of g, clearly linear from what we can see. And we are asked to figure out these four things. The fourth one looks scary. Don't be scared. It's not that bad. Okay, g of f of 1. You've seen this notation previously. G of f of 1. So again, first thing you're going to do is figure out what f of 1 is. So the very first thing is to say, what happens if I plugged a 1 into the f function? And I'd get a negative 2. So all this right here that I just underlined is negative 2. So we haven't dealt with g yet. So f of 1 is negative 2. So now I'm going to take that output of the f function, and it is now my input into the g function. So we're going to go to negative 2 into the g function, and up here, and it's a 5. It's a 5. Yay! There we go. All right, f of 1. F of 1. Work your way from the inside out. We already know what f of 1 is. We just found it out. It was negative 2. So we have a negative 2. Okay, don't just put a negative 2. I need f of negative 2 because we haven't figured out what this f is. We evaluated this one. Again, f of 1 is negative 2. But now we have to say, well, negative 2 goes into the f function, so we're still over here. Negative 2, go up, and we'd go over to 1. So the answer is 1. All right, f of g of negative 1. Let's see, let's plug in a negative 1 into the, almost went to the wrong function. Ooh, work your way from the inside out, sir. All right, negative 1 goes there, gonna go up, and it's a 4. So this is f of 4. Again, g of negative 1 was 4. And now we're gonna take that 4, plug it into the f function. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we get a 1. Okay, this next one looks a little scary and a little tricky, but it's not that bad. So what we're going to do is work our way, again, from the inside out. So g of g of g of g of 0, and it's very easy to lose track of where we are in this process. So let's just start there. G of 0 is 3. Okay, so 3. Okay, done. I just like to underline things that are equivalent. It's just how I do things. That means we've evaluated this g. We still have g, g, g left. So g, g, g. All right, let's match our parentheses on the other side. Okay? Now we're going to find out what g of 3 is. And we're dealing with g of 3 here. G of 3 is 0. Okay, so this is about to get replaced with a 0. And that leaves me with these other two g's that we haven't dealt with yet. Okay? Now we have to find out what g of 0 is. You can see a pattern here, right? So g of 0 is 3. We already figured that out. So now this part is 3, which leaves us with another g. Each step, we're evaluating it one more time. So we went from 4g's to 3g's to 2g's. This is a lousy network at this point, to 1g. And then eventually we're going to figure out the final answer, and g of 3 is